Meditation and investing seem to be two different activities, but there's a new book called The Mindful Investor, written by Maria Gonzalez and Graham Byron, that kind of blends the two. Today we have Maria Gonzalez to talk about it. Welcome, Maria.
Thank you very much for having me, Jonathan.
Now, you're a meditation coach and teacher, and your co-author, Graham Byron, is a financial planner with one of the big banks. And I believe you told me that this project started when he approached you for help in meditation.
Well, actually, Graham and I had been working for a while prior to that. And in 2008, the fall of 2008, the market crashed. And he basically said that the practice had really helped him. It had enabled him to work with his clients in a much more effective way, be able to listen to his clients more deeply, and really help them in ways that he didn't think was possible prior to have practiced mindfulness. And so his idea was basically there's a story to be told here, and we should write a book about this. So yes, the book is really thanks to him.
And the book's published by Wiley Canada.
It is.
And it's been out since early this year. So it has all this incidents about the crash, and you're basically saying that while mindfulness won't help you eliminate the pain, it will eliminate perhaps the suffering, if you make that distinction.
Correct. Yes, we talk about that in the book. Essentially, pain is just a part of life. We know that. As business people, we experience it all the time. But the reality is that suffering is optional. And suffering occurs when we struggle. It occurs when we resist what is arising within us. Or if we resist, for instance, that the market has crashed. What can we do about it? At that point, we need to maintain a calm mind, maintain focus, and that will enable us to make the right decisions.
And selling at the bottom when it all looks black would be a wrong decision, clearly. Graham would say the same.
And more likely than not, it would be the wrong decision. The reality is what's a wrong decision is when we work from a place of, when we're not centered, when we're really not in a state of calmness. What will happen is that we're worried about the future rather than being concerned with what's going on right now.
Which is a big theme in the book, this whole idea of be here now. You talk about Eckhart Tolle in his book, The Power of Now. You talk about how it's impossible to multitask, for example.
Exactly.
So maybe you can relate that to, it's not like the market's not going to crash again. There's going to be periodic corrections. So how does it work? You have to find, there can't be many financial planners like Graham who have been trained by you, or maybe you are training other financial advisors.
Well, I work with hundreds of business people and professionals who are primarily interested in doing the best they can with their lives and their work. And practicing mindfulness enables them to do that. It enables them to use the skills that they've developed through their training, but to do it in a way in which there's presence of mind. And what I mean by presence of mind is being here now. If you're here now, which is the only place where life actually happens, the future will take care of itself.
And in fact, it's not just investors, and you're a business clients. This is a very stressful economy in this post-crash environment. So you're talking to corporate executives who just as important as investors, they have to be one with the decisions and the bad news, etc., and not panic by laying people off or whatever, correct?
Right, exactly. And my background is in business. I have spent 30 years in the business world, and I've applied mindfulness to everything that I've done, whether it's being an executive with one of the financial institutions or training people in mindfulness in and of itself, or negotiating an alliance deal, which is another aspect of the work that I do. I've applied mindfulness to everything. And so that's what I train people to do, to be here in the now, and to have that calmness where they can make the best decisions they possibly can.
So to close this session right now, is there a website? Is it Mindful Investor?
Yes, the mindfulinvestor.com has quite a bit of information there. We also have guided meditations on the Mindful Investor. There are links to Argonauta Consulting, which is my site that has more guided meditations as well, and more material that you can read and enjoy.
Thank you very much, Maria Gonzalez, co-author of The Mindful Investor.